Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Spiritual View. It's me, Marsha, one of the hosts here at the Spiritual View. Welcome in. Welcome to your reading. It is Monday, February the 3rd. But if you clicked on this video, then chances are it is a timeless reading if you've caught it after the day it actually posts. If you did catch it early enough, come back and join us at 10 a.m. Eastern today, where we go live. We do that every Monday, like I said, at 10 a.m. Eastern. We also go live on Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern. So, in between offering daily videos by new readers each day, you also have a chance to join us live. So, subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications so you don't miss a thing. We do draw cards for readers in the chat at those live events. And we also draw a viewer once a month for a free reading. Sorry, I had trouble getting that out, but we have a monthly event. And if you comment on that monthly event, everybody who does, we take your names, we put it in a drawing, and randomly the wheel spins and pops out a name, and we give them a free 30-minute reading. So lots of fun ways to interact with us. But today I'm here with your daily divine message for Monday. I'm going to pull a couple of oracle cards, get a feeling for what we think is happening and what spirit wants us to really have our attention on. So let's dial into that energy. Take a deep breath. Just get settled into your seat bone, if you will. All right, last shuffle I'm hearing, and then we'll cut the cards here and draw them out. What do we think is going on this day? Okay, I am drawing from the Wildwood Tarot, and we have the Eight of Bows. That's the hearth fire. Can see there a group of 8 people gathered around a warm fire, celebrating. There's camaraderie, mutual respect and admiration, almost as if they've been working together, a job well done, celebrating. The Wildwood Tarot follows the Wheel of the Year. So the time of year for bows, we're still in winter time here because we're being warmed by that fire, okay? So what we really think is going on is that there is there's a group endeavor that we think looks joyous and happy and lots of camaraderie and everything's just fine and swell and dandy. Next card. Oh, but what is really going on? This is the Woodward. The Woodward is, I wouldn't call him a caretaker, but he certainly oversees the wildwood and all of its inhabitants. When you look at this card and you try to equate it to traditional tarot, you can think of the Strength card. Okay, but in this card, that Strength image looks very different, yes? This is definitely a card of action, but only when necessary, right? As I said, the overseer of the wildwood. So what is really going on here is that we're pulling back from a situation and taking a good look at it. Is it really as it seems? This card speaks to, let me see if I can put the words together. The Woodward demands respect, but is passive. Okay, they stand back, they observe, but passivity is not a weakness. Oh, I just got a chill on that. And I just got an image as well. Oh, wow. So let's see if I can put this in everyday terms for us. Is just what just flashed in my mind. And I certainly not trying to be political. I take no stance either way. I'm just saying we are currently, the um all the controversy surrounding the movie It Ends With Us. So as that movie was being made, we in the public had no idea what was going on behind the scenes because the appearances were it was a wonderful movie. It was well received and kumbaya, or so we thought, or in many other situations that you observe a group or gathering of people, or perhaps this is a group and gathering of people that you're involved in. And at some level, like I said, what we think is everything is fine and dandy and kumbaya. But what is really going on here is spirit is saying, no, no, no. You need to pull back and observe. You need to reserve your strength, pull that back in, but stand ready to act. And as a woodward, a caretaker, an overseer, a protector of the wild wood, I'm also keening or cluing in on this is a lynx beside him, the eagle above. Again, that view of surveying everything and not necessarily needing to act or be action oriented. Also, this card speaks to the time period in the wheel of the year where bows change to vessels. So this would be as we go into summertime. Okay. You can see there he's got a bow in one hand and a vessel in the other. Okay. So some group you may be involved in, a family situation you may be involved in, things are changing very fast. And I feel like some group situation, I feel like again, you're just asked to stand back and observe for right now. And perhaps this period in late summer, so around August 1st, for the observations to be fully realized by you. All right, let me, boy, it's not lost on me that I'm going to go ahead and show you. I'm not going to talk much about it right now, but the number 5 card, the ancestor, popped out. And so many messages from our ancestors are coming through right now, and I feel like this one is no different. This speaks to the hermit energy, or is that Hierophant? The Hierophant energy, for sure. Okay, we're going to set that to the side. Let's get some tarot cards. I'm going to use the Good Tarot right now, and we're going to find out why this is happening, something that we're not aware of right now in this time involving a group that we were just celebrating with for some reason. We are pulling back from and taking another look at from a protectionary standpoint. So maybe we have to reevaluate and set some new boundaries. For some of you, that is true. Okay, let's find out why this is happening. Why the pullback? What's going on with that? Oh, I almost asked another question. We're going to stick with one. Why is this happening? Why the pullback to the woodward position? 8 of water. That 8 of bows was in essence unfulfilling. So remember how I mentioned, things on the surface. We may hear stories or see people gathered together, social media, taking pictures, posting about their life, their groups, their gatherings. That's not real. Whatever's going on there is not real. You're being asked to pull back. That was an unfulfilled union or group in some ways. And the real treasure for you, my loves, is going off in a different direction. Eight of Cups, or I'm sorry, the Eight of Water would equate to the Eight of Cups. So setting off on a spiritual mission or in search of that creative spark and energy that you once had, or trying to dial in on all the pearls are in that treasure chest there. It's not gold, it's just pearls. That's interesting. We'll see if that comes up again in the reading. So, why it's happening? It's time to move on. That water energy, by summertime, you will have certainly set your course in a completely different direction. I'm struck again by, as I mentioned, this time of the woodward takes us from the season of the bow to the season of the cups, right? That's an eight. We've got eight here and Eight of Cups. That time period is essentially around August. And if you follow a traditional calendar, that would be the eighth month. So eights may be coming up a lot for you right now. If this is involving a love matter, if this is pinging on a love matter for you, um, I don't know why that just came through, because in a group situation like this, you may have met somebody or worked with somebody in a group situation that turned into kind of a love situation and you're pulling back. Venus is going to ingress into Aries tomorrow. Jupiter is also going direct. I think it's tomorrow as well, on February 4th. I do believe that's correct. Venus is going to have a retrograde period in March, almost all of March, and then stay in Aries till about April the 12th. And Uranus just went direct last week. I'm bringing all this up because it's going to gen up a lot of change in things that we've just been maybe going along to get along with, but have certainly not been personally, spiritually satisfying us at all. So this is happening for us to move on and get on to our spiritual path. Okay. Your best to move forward. Six of Fire. Get on with the getting on. You've got to lighten up to elevate. Okay. So hot air balloon, pulling that ship. Wow, look at that. Moving on and helpers around. The sea, or I'm sorry, the sailboat in the ocean there that just about looks shipwrecked in the Eight of Water here. Moving to the Six of Fire. So on this spiritual journey, you're going to find helpers along the way. And we get this repaired. And look at this, all these helpers and guiding us on our spiritual path. That Venus Aries combination is going to be fire, impassioned, impulsiveness. And hopefully that's turned inward for your spiritual creativity and growth. What is the potential outcome here? Page of Fire. Well, so in acknowledging that whatever group we were involved in was unfulfilling us, okay, we took a step back, I'm hearing there was a lot of toxicity. There has been for so many people in group situations, and you like some in the group, but maybe not all in the group. But in order to be with really any of them, you have to be in the group, and you're just not aligning with that group anymore. So moving on, finding a smaller, warmer, notice the colors, the warmth there. Moving on to find yet another, maybe smaller, warmer tribe that will come to you in very soon. Page of Fire, quick moving, fast energy. this pulling back, taking just this one small step does bring your strength back. Remember how I told you the woodward would equate to the strength card in tarot? Notice this little like baby strength here. You know, growing back in our strength, we've got this young, fierce warrior female type, and look what she's tamed there. Lovely tiger, right? Ready to take off on a new adventure. I love that. So we've got to clear out from this other energy, whatever that was. We've got to clear out from it. I'm hearing also that, you know, this hearth fire, leaving comfort of jobs we've had for a long time but are so unfulfilling, or leaving relationships that are just stagnant. They're non-existent. They're not fueling your soul. You're here to have a vibrant experience in this lifetime, right? And so maybe moving away from hearth and home. So underneath and what you don't see coming, right? If you choose to take the path of this potential outcome and go off on a new adventure, be open to knowing that helpers are going to be on the way. You'll see them. They will get you your boat, your vessel repaired, and that will help you levitate to a new position, this new higher position where we can see and make better choices. What's underneath and what we don't see coming? The sun. Pure abundance, joy, wishes fulfilled. Again, the sun equates to the Leo time, which would be the 8th month. Once again, that 8, powerful. But here it's a 19 card, right? That would reduce to 10. Endings and beginnings at the same time. For your enlightened, this growth, this just shining future that's coming for you. It's really coming for you, right? It's not ahead of you, it's coming behind you to envelop you in love and warmth. Wow, I love this for you. What we don't see coming is pure positive joy and happiness. So take that leap of faith, okay? Have the strength to pull back from current situations that, albeit have sustained you. You know the time has come to an end. Kumbaya, and we've got to move on. So let's get one more oracle card, a final message from Spirit. I'm going to use the Intuitive Whisper deck and see what Spirit would like to tell us as a final message as we step back, being in the woodward, being in the eagle, flying high, knowing that we're embarking on a new spiritual journey, a new creative endeavor that fuels our soul, our passion, fills our treasure chests. What's the final intuitive whisper from Spirit that we need to know? You are brilliant. Ladies and gentlemen, the 30 card, and I say it that way because holy moly, did I mention the ancestor card jumped out? And whenever I see a peacock, that is my grandmother. That is her spirit. I'll never forget when I was with her and she told me the story of her love of peacocks. And not long after she passed, I actually found a small portion of a peacock feather out in the wild. And it just solidified. Anyway, I was thinking about her and I had been ruminating with some of her things in my pocket when I found that peacock feather. So we're going to read this, but final message from Spirit is you are brilliant. And it coincides with an ancestor of mine and the ancestors that hopped out here. Ah, Take that leap of faith. Let's read. You are so brilliant. Like, do I need to read it to you? I will, though. It's lovely. What great energy. Oh my goodness. Oh, here we go. You truly are bloody brilliant. Sometimes it's easy to get lost in an internal world of negative thoughts. Today, that changes. How would you feel if every morning you woke up, looked in the mirror, and told yourself, I am bloody, I am bloody brilliant. Oh my gosh, I'm going to start doing that. I am bloody brilliant. Do you feel a little smile creep onto your face even as you think the words to yourself? That is a smile that knows on a deep level that you are brilliant. Perhaps you haven't reminded yourself of this enough recently. Words are so powerful. You must be careful which ones you choose. We often subconsciously select the bad ones, and then we are surprised that we don't feel great. Think back to this morning, just this very morning. What did you say to yourself when you looked in the mirror? Did you even look at yourself in the mirror? If it wasn't positive or uplifting, then let this be your chance to flip the switch and turn that frown upside down. My goodness. I am bloody brilliant, and so are you. Well, there we have it. Moving on from one group, going solo for a while, standing in our brilliance. The helpers come, but not until we take the first step on the path. Okay? Little baby inner strength is building up in you all, and I'm so proud of you. My loves, I hope this meeting, we're having a meeting. I love that. I do feel like we're sometimes having personal readings and we're meeting one-on-one, but as I bring this reading to a close, I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful rest of your week. Come back at 10 a.m. Eastern today if you can, and catch us on Monday at the live. If not, come back Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern and catch us on the live there. And if I don't see you there, I will definitely see you back here next Monday on the 10th. And until then, bye-bye.